some of the behavior in
Princess
human.
Peach showtime. Star as Peach and take on
Three
show-stopping
exciting new
transformations.
prompts.
Premiering March
Common human
22nd.
behaviors involve the actions and conduct of persons, which include conflict, communication, cooperation, creativity, play, social interaction, tradition, and work.
Welcome. Welcome to live stream tonight. Hmm. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Welcome to those that are coming. Welcome. Put on your notification bell that you will be notified when I am on. Please remember to keep your notification bell on. Please remember to keep your notification bell on. So I put up a video, you will first to see it. If I have my live stream, you will be notified that I am on. Please do. Welcome to be here tonight. Welcome. 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 As I come, please like up the live, like the live, like the live, and welcome to you who are here tonight. We will be coming Welcome to you here tonight. The live stream Aquarian Positivity. As you come in, like the live, please give me a like. Welcome, welcome to the channel. Welcome to you being here. Welcome, and I am happy to have you here. Let's keep the company, let's keep the live going on. Welcome, I welcome you here. Good night.
My number.
Okay. I was just calling you to let you know I am on.
I saw you when you were dialing my number.
Oh,
I
okay.
yeah.
All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. These like live as you stepped in. It's a good thing to be here. Birthday song in Spanish.
Songs frequently mentioned on the web include Happy Birthday in Spanish, Happy Birthday, Cumpleaños Feliz, and others.
Okay. Welcome to everyone here. And how was your day? Was it miserable or was your day? Was it okay? Today you had to do good for yourself. Think on yourself. Think for yourself. And do good for yourself. No much stress. Do not put yourself through many stress. It's not going to be only stress, it's going to be stretch. It's going to stretch you. Okay? We cannot get rid of stress, but do not pile any on it than it should be. Don't put any added stress, please. Good night to everyone that is in and around. Welcome to tonight's live stream. To those near and far, other countries that listen, it's the web, so the web is weaving, you weave, so you have a lot of branches off. So, welcome to everyone. Leaving work, going to work, be strong. Be there for others and be there for yourself too. Because sometimes we forget ourselves. It's funny but it's true. Sometimes we are so consumed with things with others, getting this done, get it up done, and oh, and then you yourself are left out. You forget yourself. But don't forget yourself. But it is possible. It do happen. So many things. And I should get this from us, and I should this. But you are trying to really push to get things for the other person. Volume, please. Wow. No volume. Don't do me that tonight, fool. This is not the night for it. My volume is away. Okay. Hate getting in the volume. I have to do the other things. Where is it? Okay, let me see. Are you hearing me now? A little bit talking a bit louder. Are you hearing me? Let me know. Yes, you're hearing much better? Okay, thank you. There are so many things as I was saying, the most of the time we are so consumed with the business of others until we forget that we are to do. Thank you for your art, that we should be getting along with ours. But sometimes it's your job. So you forget everything about yourself when we remember others. But okay. Good. For those that are on the shift, well, many of us know how that one go. You're getting ready to go in, getting ready to come out, right? Eh? But you got to do what you got to do. You have to do what you have to do at all the times. But remember, be good to yourself. For those that are on the front line, at all times, be cognizant of the of where you are, who you are with, around you. Let sure your surrounding is safe. Because no, you got to be wondering what is happening to the heart, the mind, the thinking of people. And you're finding many young people are getting themselves into so much things that you have to wonder. Wow. But don't stop praying. Don't stop putting them in the hands of God, because a lot of predators are out there. A lot of wolves are out there. A lot of lions are out there. That will devour. Thank you for your art. Thank you very much. Right? That will devour and looking to devour. So at all times, at all times. The other song I said, whisper a prayer in the morning, whisper a prayer in the noon, whisper a prayer in the evening. Keep your heart in tune. Yeah. So you just breathe the word as you go along. For those that are on the bed of affliction, your pain is heavy. The burden is heavy. It's never light. But then, tell you what, you have someone that you can share your heavy burden with as you go along. So share your burden with that one. He will make it light, and he will shine perpetual light on your pathway. For those that mourn for many reasons, maybe not because you have someone passed away, friend, relatives, or associate, but sometimes it's your own problem that weighs you down, that you have to mourn. You say, God, tears is a language that God does understand. So then, if you have to mourn, mourn. You have to bawl, bawl. If you have to holla, holla, whatever that word mean in other person's language. Okay? The 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 weeping may endure for a night, but it will be joy and peaceable at the end of the journey. Not saying you will forget, no, you won't. But you will be rest in the arm of your Creator, who will comfort you and dry your tears. So you can come out smiling, whatever the situation is. Okay? For my subscriber, I appreciate you. I welcome and I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Support me along. I appreciate you very, very much. For those that have not subscribed yet, I hope you will subscribe. And I'm looking forward, a matter of fact, for you to subscribe. So let's keep the channel rolling. Let's the life in it. We will get out many things from it. The channel have many things to offer. So let us band together in love and in unity. This channel, we speak of love and unity. If unity is not there, then the love can't be there. And sometimes persons in the comment section, I haven't seen any yet, but the other night we were having 2 nights in a row. We were having a disturbance on the channel, as if something were going on. But I beg of you, I beg of you, we are doing a live stream. Do not interfere with our live stream. Listen. If you don't want to listen, then you can tune out. But please, let's be kind to each other. Let's be kind to each other. Because what you give, that you will get back. So if you don't give good gift, honestly, you won't be getting back good gift. So let us be like civilized human being. We are human. It's not a set of animals over on one side and another set on the other side. We are all human. Two eyes, two ears, one, 2 foot, two, and we may not think alike because your opinion is your opinion. But if you're going to give your opinion, do it respectfully. I beg of you. We don't need animosity. We need things that we can talk about. Yeah, we don't need animosity. So I don't know who was the person, whether by it mistake or by accident or by whatever means, but let us be as one. Yes. I don't endorse troublemaking. I don't endorse it. I've been around for a while and you have seen things happen. You hear of things happen, but I don't endorse it. Please. You have something to say it respectfully. Good. And I would like to have the live stream without any interference. If it is being reported, because the other night is like somebody were reporting the channel. But what are you reporting? You have to be sure of what you're doing before you do it. hmm So let's be a grown up. Let's be and act like grown up. Let us not act like children. Let us not act like mischievous children. Let us act like grown up. Yes. I thank you for understanding what I am talking about. Okay? We are here to uplift each other. And if you look at many other nations, you look how they uplift each other. A certain nation, don't matter how their ones are down, they pull them up. Yes, they pull them up. If they are in their country and things are going, they will do everything to get them into wherever they are. Let us try to do these to others. You will never know, you never can tell. You are seeing it in front of the camera, you will never know. You and I can buck up right out there. You may never know. We can meet into a situation that I am, my hands and my foot are yours. So let us be kind and be good and be respectful to each other. Thank you. For the children that studies, oh yes, I'm always endorsing this one. Do not, for no reason, don't throw the mantle down. Hold out your light and be on your journey. Hold out your light and be on your journey. And why I said this most of the time, all the while, to the students, to the young persons who listen, or the message pass on somehow, I remember when I have my daughter was about to enter high school, or actually she started high school when I traveled for the first time. And all of what I put in place for the duration of time that I would be away were not being followed. And when things and words come into me, I pack up my things. Yes, it was nice working, and I'm getting the oh yeah, and yes. But I consider my child to be even more important. When I put out my best, it's for you to receive it. So at the end of the day, you can't say, oh, no, you let down yourself. Don't let me let you down. So I did what any good considerative mother or consideration or whatever it is, mother would have done. I packed my things up the plane and straight home. Yeah. And I am with her, the encouragement, because most of the time people don't know that this is the time you need to encourage them while they are going along. And I am there with her. I'm not pressuring her, but she get her subjects. And I sat there, watched her march up to receive her piece of, and I felt so good. I say, I have done it. I have did it. I just sit there and I said, I have did it. Oh, I do it? I don't know. Because there were some turbulence going on. And when she was supposed to go to college, I said to her, the race you start at the starting point and you're going to run the race to the finishing point. Don't stop in the middle. Because if you stop, you cannot say you come first, you come second, or you come last. Because what? You stop. So you don't run a race. And I would be on her night, she would call and we sat on the phone and I'm there encouraging her and I'm with there and the college where she was. Um, I always take down her meals to her. And in that college, the amount of daughters I get, because there were students from far countries that their relatives could not come to see them on a regular basis. So when I put doing all the different meals to take, I am taking for a next host of children. Yeah. And many I encourage. Yes. And the one word resonated with her and with all of them when I said the race is not won until you reach the finishing line. Then you can say you won. And when she get out in her profession, she uses the same word, my mother say, right? Because what? When you have something for yourself, when it is up here, nobody can take it out. Nobody can take you and twine you around in their hand middle. Nobody can use you as a yo-yo, whoever know yo-yo. Nobody can wind you up and throw you out like a gig. You stand firm, right? Stand firm. Nobody can come and say, well then, oh, then no. You depend on nobody's pocket. You work for your own. um, you rule your own destiny, right? So you rule your own purse. You earn your own purse. Nobody can tell you, oh, wait until next week. Oh, I am sorry. Why didn't you ask before? Oh, no. You pick up your check, know it's going in the bank. You check your account if it's put in there already. So listen, don't stop along the way. And let nobody say it's foolishness they are doing. Because now if you are employed into a drinking salon, they are asking you how much subjects you have. Have you have your degree? Mm. So listen to me. Run your race with faith and with patience. At the finishing line, you will throw your hat up. I have made it. So take these encouragement. Yeah, don't stop along the way. Don't look back. Look forward at all times and meet your goal. And there's always room for more. Yeah. So, for those that are having birthdays, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. You will be here to see many, many more birthdays. Many more birthdays for you. Compiana feliz. I'm trying to find it. Compiana feliz. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Desde el día que naciste, has sido siempre y serás.
For those that are having anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Enjoy your time. Enjoy yourself. And pray to see many more. Okay. As I do not own the rights to the background music. Thanks. Okay, thank you. All right. That's the funniness with YouTube. Okay, thanks. Okay. Now my topic is we're just going to go through this a little. The behavioral pattern. Okay. A human's behavior, the behavior of human life love, and the behavior of human. Now, human have many kind of behavior. When you check it out, you see a nearly 100 different type of behavior, psychological, you name it. But behavior involves the action and the conduct. Action and conduct. Conflict, communication. Cooperation and creativity. Play, social interaction, and tradition on work. Now, this covers the action of people that we have to encounter with day after day, with our children, with our associate, with friends. As long as they are human, we have these to these behavior action with people. More so, don't even speak about the school. These behavior pattern goes into the school, it's in the church, it's social setting, it's just all around. Some persons try to control person's behavior, but this is not something very easy to do. Putting on a control power and somebody's, you know, it's not sitting well because these involve the action, the conduct. Now, if 50 or 100 persons on the live right now, all 100 or 50 or even 2 persons are all different and separated in their action and their behavior. The behavior of some, you say, I can't stand the behavior. But sometimes what really caused that? What honestly really caused it? Each person is born and grow up into a different environment, different home, different parenting. Everything about them is different. Their action is different. So when you meet up somebody like this, at times we are trying to shape other people how we think they should be. How we think, that's not how they think. We want them to see the thing how we see it. No, they have a different perspective on their life and on their behavior. So, in doing so, the first thing you had to know, you hear that said they do case study, you study life and you study the pattern of the person. Mhm. It said their action. And let's step right beside conflict. They have a thing they call it conflict resolution. And all of these are coming from the environment that you grew in. We call that the 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 little community, because your community start from home. And if there is not a good foundation from home, from the start, the building on the foundation is going to be very shaky. It's going to be real shaky. Okay? So this person is getting into a conflict, getting into something all the while. Why? Because there's no communication. Communication is key. And some cannot communicate. Their only way of communicating is, what is it, get outrageous and get, they cannot reason things out. I am hurt by this. And you put your cards out on the table. In anything that you're doing, communication is key. Don't ever think, me they think you know. No. But you should have known because you're a big girl or you're a big man. No. You don't know. Sad to say. They don't know. Never us get up and think for them. Now you can guide. You can guide the person to a certain path. The other saying said, you take the donkey, you take the donkey to the water. You lead the donkey to the water, and that is as much as you can do, but you cannot make them drink. So they will stand at the water for all you know, and there is nothing you can do for them to lock that water up. What are you going to do? It's not like a young. If they don't feed, they don't want to take the breast, then you know that you express that milk, you put it into some, whether a nipple buckle or what, and you're going to try and feed that child. A grown-up person who set in their ways is very hard to deal with. So what you had to do is meet each other's halfway. If you are at home with your spouse or your wife, the first thing should be established in your home is communication. We need to communicate on the level that you understand and I understand. So guess what now? We had to meet each other's halfway. Meet you in the middle. We had to meet in the middle. When I know you in eating with knife and fork at every setting of your table. And of course, my table is well set, and this is where the other person used to just sit down and hold their plate in their hand. They haven't gone around a table. They haven't used knife and fork. Now you want to see that person sit around the table, then you will have to communicate clearly and understandable to the person. Not something to rip them down, because if you're going to teach something, you have to do it in love. You're not going to do it for this person to feel like you have a, a weight over there. You have to do it in moderation, in love, and in time. The behavior of people, of person. Many of the time we don't communicate. We stand to say, I think you know what I'm talking about. Of course not, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't like when that door is locked. I rather the door to be kept open, that when I come, it's easy for me to come in. Okay, then I understand you. Mhm. So you're not going to do something for the person, um, you know, get upset. In every aspect of life, if we don't communicate, and the wording says, a man is a fool for a minute until he asks question. You get educated. Because you may think you know when you don't know. Oh, it's like somebody's talking to you. And you don't read and say, you answer the question long time and you have something to say. When in fact, and indeed, that's not where the person was going. Yeah. Communication. And these are some of the behavior pattern. Cooperation. No. Cooperation is one of a tricky one. Because sometimes you want to cooperate, but you're cooperating in the wrong things. Because I say, oh, you come and cooperate with me. Help us to do this. Sometimes the wrong area. Yes. The wrong area. Most of the conflict today is lack of communication. If you should go back and look at it and really study the models properly, you realize that lack of communication is the cause of most of the problems. People refuse to communicate. People do not communicate clearly. People communicate in a way that it's send you back asking questions. Some do not think out of the box. Right? And if you are at home with your spouse, as I said before, and you two do not have a good communication skill, then you are going to always bickering. You're always going to be bickering because the communication is not there. If you don't have a communication skill properly with your children, no, this one is. And you have to communicate with them in a pattern of way that they understand what you are saying. There, there is a sentence handed down the yesterday, it's not yesterday, it's the day before yesterday, to one man in England. He alone has wiped away almost an entire family. These people are people that I know quite well. The mother out of it and I, we went to the same school, different class. Her first child and my first child are just months apart, older. Her second daughter, well, she didn't have a child until she left Jamaica. That's how she have a grandchild there. Her husband is also from the neighboring community in which I know. And from what I get from the remaining daughter that left, because one of the daughter, the elder daughter, she was not at the mom's house when all of this went on. What I bring it out to say, we keep saying we have to be careful of the people that we brought in our circles. Mhm. And sometimes some people feel if they said no, you are not going to be walking through the pearly gate. You have to say yes to everything. Nothing you examine. And even when it comes to you and said no, sometimes because we are trying to please the other person. So you want to appease them. So therefore, you're going to say yes. Her daughter were living elsewhere. She met on this Mr. person who she thought was Mr. Right. She found out that he's mentally not stable. Nice speaking to this. Yeah. Is not quite stable. So they were there having their whatever, and she planned to play a maternal role. Okay. She planned to play a maternal role. So she's going to take him to the doctor in the morning. So it's best to come to mom, the grandma house, and stay there, and tomorrow morning I will get you to see the doctor. And from I heard from out of the rest that is left what happened. My question was, why couldn't he stay at his house and been taken to the doctor in the morning from his place? Why did he have to come to stay at the lady's place? And see what happened. See what happened. Before the dawn, he has wiped them all out. This were our granddaughter, our daughter's child. And I watched the news the day for yesterday and saw the sentence that was handed down to him. You know, you look at things. Communication. And many times you have to stand your ground. Stand your ground. Because in a situation like that, my question first, why you have to take him to here? Because if he don't want to go to doctor, you cannot force him to go. He must have a willingness and see his condition and know that he want to see the doctor. If not, leave him alone. He is his own big man. He passed the age of parental consent. Why would I be forcing him to see the doctor? He knows his condition. He knows what is happening with him. Yes, thank you. Thank you and welcome. He knows what is happening to him. So why you will have to be the one to be forcing him to the point that you're going to come to my people house, come to grandma house. And this was what said to her. She never make it to see the next day. And when neighbors other were calling in to see because they noticed something, even when the cops went there, it's okay. It's better late than never. Right? He's trying to hurt them too. So you see the outrageousness of this person. Why you didn't say, okay, stay at your house. I'll come and get you in the morning. But you have a knowledge of this person and you pick him up. Now, I bring that in because sometimes we say because it's our children, I can't hurt them. So I can't say no. Yes. You need to say no where no is needed. And you need to stand on your no. He said, make your yea be yea and your yes be yes. All of them. The lady was just recuperating from her sickness. She have and was hospitalized. And he took the one that bring him there, which is her granddaughter. Then he went to the upstairs, and there's a grandmother and his mother-in-law, call it that, and the grandmother's husband, and all went. And when I saw the sentence, he alone. So don't matter how much, because in a no time, because they're going so well, then he mentally ill. Don't try to be Mr. and Mrs. Fix It. And if the grandmother had had a long communication with her, had have a talk with her, apparently she would have said no. But it's come and say, well, He's just going to stay until tomorrow, and I'm going to take him to the doctor. Oh, you start play a maternal role there, so it's not an underage child. This is a big guy. So you have a problem. You have an issue. You need to see the doctor. And see what happened? She took him from where they were to her grandparent and parent home, and the end result of everything, it's only one child she have left standing. She have the mother of brothers and sister, but actually not there. But she have only one daughter standing. The one daughter have to take up the responsibility of the four of her relatives. She's looking on her mother. She's looking on her sister. She's looking on her niece. She's looking on her stepfather. Eva said, be careful. But I said, have a good chat with such person. And if it don't feel and look and taste safe, say no, no, no. Because she is so in love. So she's gonna try with him. His mother same place in England. Why didn't you call his mother to come and get him? Or his relative, not only his mother, but come and get him and take him to the doctor. He knew his condition. So I look at it when I read and see what is handed down to him after such a slaughter. I said, look at that. Look at that. These are people who I well know. Yeah. When they call me from there and they even send a picture of the young man, you know, I don't know if I could cry. I don't know. I just don't know. Communication is key. This is where this conflict, and if he was outrageous, which the other daughter couldn't say because she weren't there. She's living elsewhere from her mother. So she do not know what was his reaction reaching there. Nobody were there to tell the tale. All fell asleep, drowning in all four. It's a sad situation, and some of these things, psychologically, mentally unstable, and you don't get the relevant person who are trained to deal with these people, we think we can handle them ourselves. No, no. Because you don't know what is going on in the mind of these people. Right? You don't know. These were not his family. He was not married to that little young girl. Where is her today? They are all swept away in one breath. And luckily, he did it. The key was in the mother's room. So that's how he couldn't get out and get away before the cops arrive. It's a be careful who. But sometimes we, I heard people saying, "Oh, my heart is so soft," and if everybody get up and walk around with such soft heart, then everybody is up for problem. It looks so hard. It God Himself. You don't think God Himself should have soft heart? The things where you not put up with and get rid of it. What you say? You wicked? No. Because if mom, as a grandma has said, you know what? Take back Tommy to the house where he stays. And you go and pick him up tomorrow. They would be around today. And foregone and is him alone getting sentenced. Mentally unstable, him not staying no time there. Or they treat him there and that's the end of it. Okay? Right? So how do you really rectify conflict? Many persons don't know, and conflict comes with communication. Mhm. We must be able to can see eye to eye, understand. Your opinion is your opinion. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can suit you for that. It's your opinion. But all of these areas is covered with one word: communication, cooperation, creativity, social, in a play life, play and social life. I have seen this little young man. They were playing um, domino at the time when it happened. He was somewhere 14 years old, and he and his school friends are playing domino, and he worked out to be the loser. And of course, they had money at 5 cents, something like that. They were playing for. And when the other guy won, and he took up the money, other one pulled his defense and plunged it into him, and he fell asleep right there. Government come, put that one into juvenile prison, and live until he came out when he was whatever age. Communication. Don't know how to rectify. There wasn't a conflict. They were playing. This is on a social ground. And he could not say whether him laugh it off and play. He was so serious that the only thing he could reach for, yeah, one mother leave, one family leave crying, two family left crying, but one set of family will see the aggressor. The other set won't see the other one anytime again. So even in social life, you look so many times, others get hurt. And this is the behavior of human. This is the behavior of people. But when I sum it all up, if we could communicate, a lot of these things would not have happened. But there's no communication. Okay, okay, Susan, let me talk with you. I don't want to hear anything from you. Listen. It can changes the whole atmosphere. Just listen. Then we can work it out. You go to school and teachers with these young men and women, and you try to talk to them, and it is so hard to get through to a lot of them. We said the child is, the children is, but we need to go to the root cause. The foundation that was built. And here they are. When to put a house on a shaky foundation, what are you going to have? What is going to happen? From the foundation is not good. What you put on top of that foundation is simple not going to be good. Because let's say you go into I don't even like call it relationship because ship on big something and it carry a whole heap of things. You're going to one partner. Say you're taking somebody for your partner. You know nothing about that person. You don't know how he was grown up. You don't know his background. And you're going to have to go sit down and talk. You will have to be start find some pathway to get to him, to know what is in the head here. Communicate with him. What you like, what you don't like, what food you eat, what your culture, and you have a lot to talk about. Most of the time, if we go into these areas, we would not have end up with some of the things we end up with, and some of the times is wiped away off the earth. Because we said, him look good, she look good. The outer appearance is different from the inner. Yes. You are looking at the outer appearance. How beautiful the facial structure look. How small the mouth is. How bright the eyes are. And yeah. But deep within is somebody you realize you cannot have a one-to-one with. And we say the ignorant. So you have to look at where your choice, where you choose, who you choose. So you get into argument. And you will, let's say if you don't mash ants, you won't find which part of your stomach there. Okay. Good, good. I am glad you have a great one. Yes. Okay. So you are the one have to. We do business because this taking a lot. You are the owner of a business. You will only have the customer when you can communicate with them. Always hear them say the customer have the right. Yes, they do. If they are hot-headed and you are going to throw your hot-headedness, what is going to happen? So you have to try to talk to this person. You have to try to communicate with them. So doing, you can change somebody outlook and what they are looking at. Some cannot communicate, they never learn how to do it. They don't practice it. And because of that, a lot of trouble came tumbling down upon them. Then you sit and said, oh my God, if I had known, I should. No, try to know first. You see it coming and you can't reason it out. They have a saying where say, take away yourself. Keep running. Keep it moving. Right? And I still skipping in and out and back and front. I go back to the children again. Teachers have a hard time. And they are there to shape them. But when teachers finish in the classroom with them, they are going home to their parents. They are going straight back. So you are there trying, and you're trying. So how much years them have to shape them? Because they are going to the infant school, from the infant school to the primary school, from the primary school, maybe they call it all age school. They are going to the high school, then tertiary institution, and some of them still remained the same. They were born that way. And hence, we end up with some of these people that we call our wives and our husbands. Hence, this relation or partnership cannot go very far because your training is different from his training or her training. And don't matter what you do, yeah, she thought and she even took care of the kids, right? So they have to be the one to help to mold them. You communicate with them and communicate with them clearly that they can understand. I have them communicating back with you that they will understand. Right? These are human beings are much harder to train. And that may sound funny, but it's true. It's harder to train than if we were training animals. No disrespect there. You will have you will have a dog. A dog, you don't have to teach him to swim. A matter of fact, there's no animal you teach to swim, you know. Human being you teach to swim. You don't teach animal to swim. Throw them in the water and see what happens. But if you are doing a training, they are more receptive to you. They sit and they watch and they listen. Now we get up, Lord, it's too long. And our brains go all around the place, back and forth. And then when we come back, we ask the question again, what the hell did he say? We didn't hear. We don't know, right? So the training start from in the womb. But since they never train them in the womb, when they get out of the womb, and we are there trying to, I'm gonna share a story with you, which I always do. I was in charge of a basic school once. Because I said I dabble in a lot of things. The only thing I didn't want to go into is politics. I don't like it one bit. And there was this brother and sister. Every day in their snack pan, they would have two cheese tricks each. The brother have two, the sister have two. And almost all of them that attend the school have, they carry their cheese tricks or their biscuit, but something to munch on during break time. And this day in question, the little girl came and she said, a next little girl, but bigger girl, because she was doing her last year at the school. She was moving on the next September to the government school. She said she took my cheese trick and she heated all off. Surprisingly hearing that. So I exercised my quick. So I called her. I said, bring your lunch bag to me. And she brought it to me. When I look in it, she have pack of cheese tricks in there. The other little girl one has been eaten by her. So I said to her, okay then, give her your cheese tricks. Because you have eaten hers already, so give her your cheese tricks. And she said, she took it out reluctantly and she handed it to her. I said, okay, deal done. You ate two for her and you only have one to give her, but deal done. She went home. I want you to listen carefully. This is a little girl, 6 years old. Now she's performing the things that happen in her home. She went home and she complained to her parent. In her complaint, she did not say what she have done. The complaint is, teacher took away my cheese tricks and give it to the child's name. The parent did not said, okay, I am going to find out from at the school what happened. When I reached, there was somebody who said to me, those two ladies over there come to you and they come to fight you. I look across and one of them have a piece of stick. I said, okay, no problem. I opened the classroom and I went in and I start the day's thing. Sing our morning song, get it up, head down to rest, mark the register. And of course, when I look at the back of the class, the both of them were standing there. So I said to them, I have my class. Could you kindly wait until I'm finished? Good, nice. They did. After I marked my register, and I asked, I said, okay, you can come. The presentation of one of this lady, and when I say presentation, not what she said, She had a skirt on, and her skirt waist was over her breasts. That was her dressing coming to the school about her child. She didn't even look into it and said, okay, let me put on even the skirt, let me have a blouse on. She came with her skirt draped over her breasts. The other one with her, she stepped forward and she said, child's name called, you you take away our break and give it to somebody else. So that is what you're, I said, by the way, who are you? What you are to the child? Oh, I am her aunt. I said, okay, step aside. Let me talk to the mother. I called the little girl, the two little girls, and I said to the bigger one, I would like to tell your mother what happened here yesterday. Because I don't want to talk. And she had her toes and she were digging the floor, her shoes and her head were all over and her head down on the floor and she was behaving. I said, okay then. I said to the other little girl, I said, this is her mother. Let her know what happened here yesterday. And the little girl explained what happened. And she jumped up and said, how that happened? And I said, if you ever touch this child in here, I'll call the police on you. Out of my care, I ain't response. But in my care, you wait until she get home. The lesson in that, this is the behavior of the mother or of the relative. You come and you say something and there are no questioning at it. And you're coming to put a fight in front of your child. They walk with a piece of stick. And they came in the classroom with a piece of stick. And when I said to her, if you hit this child in here, I'm calling the police. And I was serious as a judge. You know why? Train the child in the way it should grow. When he wholly won't depart from it. This is how the child was trained. Mother go around and fight and make trouble and whatever. And this is the life you live in front of the child. So, of course, I go home and tell my mother a lie, or my whoever that is. They are not coming to ask any question. They are coming as if they are coming to world war. I said, yeah, when he or she is whole, he will not depart. If this mother have questioned her child, she would have looked at the body language. She would have known if this child is speaking the truth or no. But evidently, this child tells them lie all the time. And that is what I get out of it. So in front, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to slap her. No. You slapped her when you get home, not in front of me. No, no, no. And these are the same children grow up to be adult and they make trouble. they cause trouble, they carry tales, they tell lie, they make all sort of a trouble. Because what? They were not properly trained from the beginning. And I look, I use that as such a lessons. I say, look at that. Look at that. So even when it's a child, you want to see progress. It's as if you plant a crop and you want to see it yield. You're going to put everything in it. Why some children are saying, I can't talk to my parents. I can't talk to so and so. They don't have open communication with them. You at the workplace, they don't have open communication. Something went wrong, and some of the time, the way in which they are coming to you, oh my God, they are coming like a thunder rolling. No respect. Can't blame them. But then, after a time in life, you can change yourself to a degree. You can change yourself to a degree. You know, human being, the behavior, social, that's good, communication, interaction, and the tradition work. And there's so many sides to the human behavior, to people behavior. But it is worth it when you can have dialogue, when you can have a open communication, persons can understand, and you don't say, well then, oh, this is what they want. I think it was so. I didn't know. You have to know. You have to know. So you ask the question, you find out what is happening. Person is around you. Things is going on. So it is imperative to know. Because these same children, some never changes, some does. They are the ones coming to make a next generation. And the cycle goes on. It haven't broken. Because some of who is parent today, they need to be parent themselves. Because they are young and they should be just showing them, said, that's not how you make the bed. This is the way you make the bed. You do the corner. This is the way you set your table. And this is, instead of that, some being parent, but they need their parent to parent them because they can't parent. So hence we have so much trouble. Oh yeah. Yes. Um Abide in the doctrine of Christ. So behavior involves again the action, conduct, conflict, communication, cooperation, creativity, play, social. We are made up that way. But how do we curve that we can stand before others and help them where they fall short of many of these things? You have a point in Proverbs saying you can't make friends with an angry man. Some is so short fused. They are so short fused. The least thing you said, they don't even stop to know the meaning of what you're saying. They're off the handle. They're off the handle. And some of these people are mothers and fathers. Yes. But anyhow, it's good for you to be here with me. I thank you very much for listening, for joining. I haven't seen any likes up there, but I give you thanks. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. For those that have subscribed and will subscribe, I welcome you to the channel. Yes. Tonight was calm and steady. Yeah. And it's wide, it's broad, it's deep. It's a wide topic. So I just skip around in it, skip around. Yeah. Right? So I hope tonight you'll get something from it as well. Love yourself. Do good to yourself. Love and appreciate you for you. Be the best of who you are. And God will have mercy upon you in your ins and in your out on all your endeavors. Blessings continually upon all of your life, all of us lives. As we traverse the road from day to day, many who drive, many did, and it is crazy out there, very crazy. But God be with you, His holy angels protect you as you continue your journeys. Right? So be cognizant of your surrounding. Love your neighbor. Do good. There's a song that says, if I could help, mhm, as I traveled along, then my living will not be in vain. Then my living will not be in vain. Then my living would not be in vain. If I could help somebody with a word or song, then my living will not be in vain. Help someone as you travel along with a word or with a song, a hello and a goodbye. So be good, be careful, be watchful, and let the peace of God reigns within you. Let no one steal your joy. What you can cure, you endure. Have a good night. Bye.